Senator Rounds.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. General Rudd, first of all, thanks for your service to our country. I've appreciated our discussions already in armed services and then in my office as well. And I look forward to supporting your nomination. But I thought this was an opportunity in a public discussion different than what we normally do within a classified situation in which we can kind of share with the American people some of the concerns and some of the directions that we really have to go in order to, number one, gather good data to make good decisions, but also how we protect the American public from adversaries that have some pretty decent offensive cyber weapon systems that they're not afraid to deploy. If we could, for just a minute, let's talk a little bit about artificial intelligence and the need to be able to deploy it. I think some folks in the United States today have thought that, you know, if we have concerns about this new thing about being able to make decisions very, very quickly, which is what artificial intelligence allows, and to look at a lot of different data. What happens if we were to simply say, you know what, we're just going to take our time in terms of deploying artificial intelligence in our data gathering or in our weapon systems? Does that stop an adversary in any way, shape, or form from integrating artificial intelligence as quickly as they can?
Senator, it wouldn't, and I think this is an area of competition that we have to accelerate in. It's a critical capability that its adoption and integration into our joint warfighting functions and our intelligence collection has got to be adopted. That is what will enable us to maintain our advantage in all these categories.
Would it be fair to say that in any warfighting situation, speed can make the difference between a life and death situation?
Senator, that's certainly my experience.
So you've been around the horn a little bit. You've been with young men and women that have been in harm's way. Would it be fair to say that if we deploy our tools faster than the bad guys can at a strategic level, and we provide assistance to our young men and women in uniform at a faster pace and give them more information more quickly than what an adversary can, that we save lives?
Senator, I would agree with that. And again, the examples you give are very personal to me. I understand what it means to command forces in harm's way and what it means to make decisions quickly so that we protect our forces. But I would offer increasingly, this is a strategic advantage. Our decision-making, our speed, and our ability to outthink and outmaneuver the enemy before there's conflict is critically important as well, Senator.
I'm going to bring this down now to a little bit more direct level. And we've talked about 702 and about the need, and I fully support the continuation of 702 operations. A huge amount of the data that we're able to collect overseas to be able to give our warfighting teams an advantage is because of what we collect using 702. I know there's always a concern that we not collect any information on U.S. citizens. But can you talk a little bit about what it means to a young man or a woman who is on the front lines and the ability for us to be able to know in advance what a bad guy is going to be doing near or around their areas, and how critical it is that we take advantage of those opportunities to collect that data and not tie the hands of those individuals that collect it?
Senator, I would again offer my personal experience as a warfighter, where I know that authority has enabled NSA to provide timely foreign intelligence to the warfighter that has saved lives.
Thank you. Let me go one step farther now with regard to artificial intelligence. We've got to be able to collect as much data as we can, as quickly as we can. And yet in order to do that, we can't simply rely on what we call government sources. We've got to be able to work with the private sector. A huge amount of the data that's out there right now in terms of being able to make AI work even faster at the cutting edge is coming from private sector initiatives. Can you talk a little bit about how important it is to be able to integrate the private sector into our systems to make us faster than the adversaries?
Senator, it seems reasonable that that would naturally accelerate and enable scale. What I would also highlight is that as we do that, again, the same respect and safeguard for civil liberties and private data need to be adhered to.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.